Hi, xiaouiris here. I'm a choreographer and dancer, and today I'm going to tell you something about a choreographer because it's been brought to my attention that a lot of you don't actually know. Well, I think you know what a choreographer does, but it's just become so apparent over the last few weeks that I don't think people know. So I should really educate you. I'm not a dance teacher, by the way, not a dance teacher. There is a difference between the two. If you think about a teacher, example, in a school setting, it doesn't have to be school, clubs, I don't know, but in a school setting, think about the kind of qualities that teacher needs. Compassion, patience, you want to sit and talk to your pupils, you want to learn more about them, you want to teach them really basic steps to basic beats and rhythms, maybe like body percussion or something. But that's the teaching aspect of dance. I am a choreographer, okay? I do not have to take anything on board. I don't have to bear anything in mind. If I had that mindset of bearing things in mind, I wouldn't have got my qualification. That's such a flaw in the choreographer's job description. The skills, the traits that you need to have are to be able to push a dancer out of their comfort zone. And I cannot do that if I have their sob story. It's just the nature of the role of a choreographer. And a lot of people have been telling me to bear things in mind. And I don't think you realize that I'm not supposed to do that. I'm going to give you an example. BABYMETAL. So pretend that Mikiko isn't their choreographer, right? Koba calls Mikiko and he's like, look, I've got these girls and they can dance and they're really good. I want you to come and have a look and see what they're about. So Mikiko turns up to see them. And this is after a 2-hour concert. And Mikiko comes at the last 30 seconds, right? So at this point, Sue has been singing and dancing her ass off on stage for 2 hours. Let's say Yui, she's not feeling very well, so her energy's it's slightly starting to dip. She's still great, but not as great as she could be. And let's say Moa slipped during her performance and her leg's really hurting, so she's kind of like limping. And Mikiko comes in these last 30 seconds. Koba's next to her saying, oh, by the way, Moa, and she's like, no, I don't want to hear it. Let me see what I see, and then I'll hear about everything after. That's literally how I am. You're trained to have that mentality. I mean, you know it, if you're someone high up where you work, you kind of have to wear different hats. You have to have a mask on, you have to be a certain way. You know, I'm not someone who wants to be liked by my dancers. It's almost like a personal trainer. They're not going to accept excuses, are they? If you've had a long week or if something's happened, no, you get your ass out of bed and you come and train. Choreographer's like a personal trainer. Like, you've got to wear that different hat. I've got to train my dancers to be better than who they were yesterday. So Mikiko takes those 30 seconds and she's like, Sue, you had no energy. And Sue was like, I've been singing and dancing for 2 hours. Like, if you came at the beginning, you would. And Mikiko would be like, no, I shouldn't have to come at the beginning to see the best of you. I should come at any point to see the best of you, right? So from the information that Mikiko gathered after the fact that she told Sue that she couldn't see any energy, is that Mikiko's going to know somewhere in the choreography she needs to dip it so that Sue has an opportunity to compose herself so that she can generate the same energy in the second half that she did in the first and keep it going. So it's a stamina issue. And Mikiko's job as a choreographer is then to find the pacing of the stamina. That's essentially what a choreographer does, as well as, formation, beats, lines, techniques, rhythm. There's so many intricacies that go into choreography, and that's essentially what it is. So please stop telling me that I need to bear things in mind. It's a ridiculous thing to say to a choreographer, and you probably wouldn't have known that, but I'm telling you that now. There's nothing I need to take into account. That's not my job. You tell me afterwards and I can go back and see that makes sense, And then when I watch them again, this is what choreographers do. I pick on what I feel needs to be changed so that I can heighten their strengths and take away their weaknesses. That's what we do.